Hey, what's going on everybody? It's your boy Shad, and as always, thank you so much for tuning into the channel. Today I wanted to talk about a shoe that I picked up a few weeks ago that I think is a sleeper shoe and probably sits pretty high on my list of top sneakers from 2019. So I'm not usually into collaborations with designers, but I'm gonna tell you this particular designer has always impressed me, and I've always been checking for their shoes. Some of their clothes are just way out of my price range. I'm not a big fashion dude, but the kicks I can get with. So you know Jerry Lorenzo, you know the brand, you know Fear of God, a real dope brand. I really like a lot of their fashion pieces. I can't afford any of them, but they're cool to look at. The shoes are what I really look after, especially the Nike collaborations. So I've been a big fan of Jerry Lorenzo and Fear of God. What impresses me the most with Nike and Jerry Lorenzo and that collaboration is that he's been able to create his own silhouette. A really dope design in the Air Fear of God ones, also with the Nike Air Raids. But this shoe is a take on an old classic, which is the Air Skylon 2. And there's just a lot about this shoe that is really cool to me and that you don't see from a distance. Like, I've seen a lot of sneaker pics with this shoe, but to see it up close and to see the level of detail that was put into this shoe, this might be my favorite Fear of God collaboration. So we'll kick things off with the box. I love the sherbet colorway. I like the way it sits in the closet. It's got a lot of subtlety, a lot of little things. You know, the Nike embossed there in that gloss. And then you got Fear of God in the corner here. Retail price was $150, which I think is a bargain for this shoe. Like, again, there's so much that goes into this shoe that I'll go over in just a moment. But the funny thing about it is it released in 3 different colorways. It had a white pair, it had a black pair, and it had this pair. All of them, except for these, I think, you can catch them for well under retail. $120, $130. And I was able to get these on the resale market for retail, which was $150, and you know, I'm really impressed. First off, I'm a sucker for the details. That's the thing about shoes. Like, you can appreciate the art and the creativity that went into the shoe. I'll start with the perforated tongue because for me, I feel like that is the best part of the shoe. I like the perforated tongue with the rope laces and the lace lock that comes with it as well. You get 2 extra sets of laces, you get a white rope, and you get these gray flat laces or light bone. So the materials aren't all the way premium. The leather feels really good and soft on the shoe, and you've got different hits on the eye stay as well as on the tongue, and even the inside lining of the shoe is in that same leather. You've got a mesh upper with some felt. It's definitely not a premium material at all. You got this translucent swoosh here. Fear of God in 3M across the heel. You got mesh on the ankle collar as well. And then you've got this white midsole. Really nice color combination there. Nike Air stitched on the back. So I didn't know much about the actual Skylon 2s. That wasn't a shoe that I was wearing back in the day. As I started doing some digging and looking around, I went back and got the Air Raids, and then I came back and rebought the Fear of God ones in the oatmeal colorway, which is my favorite colorway of the Fear of God one. The sales were cool. I like the OG black, those were cool as well. I actually even like I pretty much like all the colors that dropped, but the oatmeals are the ones that I like the most. For the bargain, for the brand, I feel like you can't beat this shoe. A lot of people slept on this shoe. Here I am, 7-8 months later, coming back to grab these. I'm glad to have these in the closet. These will definitely go straight to feet. Let me know what you guys think of this shoe. Post a comment below. What do you think of the whole Fear of God collaboration as a whole? So when you break it down, there's a lot of brands that collaborate with Nike and do a great job at doing so. So you've got like Off-White, you've got Undercover, you've got Sakai, you've got Clot, you know, so many different brands. But I feel like Nike's done its best work with Jerry Lorenzo. Again, the fact that you're able to create your own silhouette says a lot. Haven't seen it since Nike did it with the Yeezy 1s and the Yeezy 2s. You know, I think Don C had a shoe. It wasn't the 312. I don't know if that was his particular shoe. I think he did a specific colorway. I'm not quite sure. All right, so there you have it. The Skylon 2 Fear of God in the light bone colorway. Again, Thank you so much for tuning in. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure to hit that button. Hit that like button as well on the way out. One thing I like to call out is just make sure at the end of the day, your friends and family, you tell them that you love them and appreciate them. You never know when things can change and they're not around anymore. There are a lot of other things that are important. So if you're beefing with somebody, if you're holding some anger towards somebody, let it go. Tell them you love them. Get past it. You know, it's not worth it when they're no longer here anymore. You know what I mean? So I say that with a heavy heart. Rest in peace, Diana. Thank you guys as always. I'll check with you guys later. Y'all be easy. Peace.
Nikes on my feet, keep my cipher complete.